Hello everyone. Myself, lecturer Miss Aditi Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques from KK Institute of Pharmacy, Chandori, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Introduction to Ointment as a semi-solid dosage form from Pharmaceutics 2. So topics to be covered are as follows. Introduction to ointment as a semi-solid dosage form, then properties of ideal ointments, then types of ointment, then packaging, storage and labeling of ointment, and evaluation of ointment. So let's see in detail about ointments. So definition of ointment. The ointments are homogeneous, translucent, viscous, semi-solid preparations, most commonly a greasy, thick oil, that is oil is 80% and water 20%, intended for external application to the skin or mucous membrane. The drug ingredients can be dissolved, emulsified or suspended in the ointment base. Then properties of ideal ointments are, they are non-sensitizing, non-irritating, pharmaceutically elegant, efficient release of medicament at the site of application, and they are water washable. The next, the types of ointments. Medicated ointments, non-medicated ointments. Medicated ointments, these contain the medicament either dissolved or dispersed in the vehicle as a fine powders or in the form of micronized powder. For an example, gentamicin ointment. Non-medicated ointments, these are used as a vehicle for the preparation of medicated ointments or can be used for their physical effects. For an example, soft paraffin. Then classification of ointments, they are classified on the basis of penetration and on the basis of therapeutic use. So let's see details regarding on the basis of penetration. In that, epidermic ointments, these ointments are intended to produce their action on the surface of the skin and produce the local effect. They are not absorbed. They act as protectives, antiseptics and parasiticides. Then second, that are endodermic ointments. These ointments are intended to release the medicaments that penetrate into the skin. They are partially absorbed and acts as emollients, stimulants and local irritants. Diadermic ointments, these ointments are intended to release the medicaments that pass through the skin and produce the systemic effects. Then second class on the basis of therapeutic use, that is antibiotic ointment. For an example, bacitracin. Antifungal ointments, for an example, benzoic acid. Anti-inflammatory ointments, for an example, fluocinolone, acetonide. Antipruritic ointments, for an example, benzocaine. Counter-irritant ointments, for example, methyl salicylate. Anti-dandruff ointments, for example, salicylic acid. Then packaging, storage and labeling of ointment. In large mouth ointment jars or in metal or plastic tubes. In well closed containers to protect against the contamination, and in a cool place to protect against the product separation due to heat. Then when required, light sensitive preparations are packaged or in light resistant container. In addition to the usual labeling requirements for pharmaceutical products, the USP, that is United States Pharmacopoeia, directs that the labeling for certain ointments and creams include the type of base used. For an example, water soluble or water insoluble. Evaluations of ointments and creams. Drug ointment, then second one, drug release rate of medicament from base. Third one, penetration rate of medicament. Fourth, absorption of medicament into the bloodstream. Fifth one, consistency of the preparation. And sixth one, irritant effect. So what we learned from these topics: introduction to ointment as a semi-solid dosage form. Learning outcomes are: what is the ointment as a semi-solid dosage form? The next one, properties of ideal ointments. Then types of ointment, packaging, storage and labeling of ointment, and the evaluation of ointment. Thank you.